So, Tracy from Fatfield Academy, take it away. Just let me know. Just like give me a whittle or like just shout whenever you want me to move on.
Yeah, we'll just move on.
Free lunchtime. If people wanted, they can come into this massive forest and build shelters, dens, and other cool stuff like that. And on holidays like Christmas and Halloween, we'll celebrate stuff in here and decorate it with things for that season.
So this is our forest area that we're very fortunate to have on site. And prior to Opal and me coming to the school, that forest actually wasn't used at all.
So I think it's been set up to move itself forward automatically. That's not me moving it forward. Just let me know. Do you want me to
that's
go back?
absolutely fine. We can just go. We'll just roll with it.
Right. You need to watch this one. This is lovely. Go ahead, Tracy.
Yes, so as I say, we had our forest that was open, but messy play we recognise was really important because the principals do start in early years, but then it's tended to finish from there. So our children love messy play, and we've had lots of things just donated, as all of the other schools have. We've built a mud kitchen. Our site supervisor built us a mud kitchen. We've had parents bring lots and lots of things in for us. So most of what we do within our Opal is free. It's cost us very, very little, I have to say. And again, large cable reels, they came from just contacts we had, some from parents, some from contacts of staff, local businesses, all very supportive. So you can't hear James very well. This is our garden. We started a wellbeing garden area last year. There we go. And the children have been growing their own produce. And what we do with that produce is we have a little shop, which is one of our new additions this year. And when the children grow the produce, they just put it in the shop, and that's free for parents to take, because within the climate today of economic hardship, we just want to support that community as much as we can. But the gardening club has been very, very successful. The children go out at lunch times and play times now. They take charge of it. They look after it. They do all the watering the garden. And we have, from that, we've picked 3 head gardeners, and they take very much charge of all of that. I think what the girls were saying is we love gardening there. So we developed a sensory garden. Again, this came about after COVID, and the children wanted an area where they could just sit quietly, they could just reflect, and we developed that sensory garden with the children. The sound we seem to be having a few problems with the sounds.
So they're saying in the last one, they said one of the things we absolutely love is the den building.
Yeah, they love the den building. And the boat that Charlotte's just, this was the den building. And then Charlotte's just saying that the boat, this was donated by a parent who happened to say that, they work in haulage and things. So they have plans to develop that. And again, it's very much what the children want. We're always led by what they want to develop within our playground. And there's our site supervisor having a meeting with the children and them telling them what they wanted to turn it into.
I particularly love how it's buried in the ground. That was
the only cost we had, because we did have to pay to get the company to come in and to dig it and to put it under to put it in the ground, so it was absolutely secure, but everything else was free. And again, that's just, as I say, you know, some of the construction things, very similar to other people, pallets, crates, all free.
And he loves making construction out of all the construction things.
He does.
Just adorable.
I like the bike to do new tricks.
I like the bikes and scooters to do new tricks.
And again, lots of bikes and scooters, again, they have been donated. And what we do is when they come in, we give them obviously a health check. We have a look at them to make sure that they are safe to go out. And we have bought some of those things ourselves through our pay fund. We bought some pogo sticks and some wobble boards and things like that. But a lot of the bikes and scooters, again, come from the donation from parents.
I like
And this is all weathers. It doesn't matter what the weather is. We're out there. We have welly racks outside. The children bring wellies into school. And we also encourage them to take care of the area as well. So they do help to maintain it and they love doing it. You can just see a little bit of our sensory garden at the bottom there. Again, you can't hear. We love tyres and they do all sorts with the tyres. And one of the things we decided to do was we would make a tyre rope swing. It's what they wanted. And it's actually such a hit. We can't get them out of school at the end of the day because they want to go back onto the tyre swing. But that was done with some staff and the children working together. And then we had a check to make sure it was safe.
I think he was saying that he loves playing in the mud and he likes playing with all the stuff.
Yeah.
Don't we all love playing with the mud?
Yeah, don't we all? Yeah, and then the next slide. Again, this was because we already did have some climbing equipment in, but really, other than that, we were quite limited before we started our journey. You know, we did have a forest, we did have some climbing equipment, we did have some play equipment, but we're completely different to school to where we were when we started a few years ago.
when the behavior was a bit different because we didn't have as much space. But now since we've got Opal, we have bigger spaces and more equipment.
I love that. It was a bit different. Is that how you'd describe it, Tracy?
A bit different. I think it's very different. I think Opal's very, very different now. And when we get children who come to visit new children in, you know, they often say, "Oh, it's not like this in my school." And we let the children play wherever they want. So we don't have Key Stage 1 and we don't have Key Stage 2. They play across. It's open for all of them. And at first, you know, we did introduce that little bit by, you know, bit by bit, but it's actually been very, very successful. And they've been doing that for a number of years. When COVID hit, and obviously everything we had put in place almost had to stop and it was zoned off, we actually saw the impact that had on the children because they were used to having such active play times and then they weren't. That was actually affecting the well-being, and we really had to think how we could develop the zones very actively. So when we were allowed to open it up and have the full open experience again, it's made a huge difference.
I bet. If there's one person you were going to say thank you to, who would it be?
Again, like most people, it's a huge community, but what is key is to have that one person who drives it. And to make us, I actually know that this person is on the webinar today, and that is Stacey Grote, who is one of my teachers, and she has a real passion for Opal, and she drives everything, and she is quite a driver with the bingo boards. She's got the community on board, she's got the staff on board, and she is key to the whole success of it. But it is a whole community.